Summoner Showdown 2020 has brought the best players from around the world to compete to see who the top summoner is in Marvel Contest of Champions. 35 countries, 3 regions, 3 regional semifinals, and now we're here for the finals. Who's going to be crowned our 2020 Summoner Showdown champion? Let's find out now. This is Summoner Showdown. Welcome, Summoners. It's the finals. I'm Josh Slay from Marvel, and I'm joined by MCOC experts Dorky Diggity Dave and Kabam John, and we're here to find out who the top summoner is in Marvel Contest of Champions. We had some incredible semifinal rounds from each of our regions, Americas, Asia and Oceania, and Europe and Russia. And now we're seeing the top 3 players in the world compete and battle it out to see who takes home the Isosphere Trophy and wins ultimate bragging rights as the 2020 Summoner Showdown champion. Now, the rules have changed just a little bit, so Dave, give us a breakdown on how it works.
This year, the 3 semifinalists go head-to-head in a brand new format based on Alliance War, featuring a drafting phase. In this phase, the players will take turns choosing their defensive tactics between Flow, Protect, and Stubborn. Once a tactic is chosen, it won't be available for that player for the rest of the series. Keep in mind that Player 1 and Player 2 can choose the same tactic on different rounds, as the choice is independent to the player. Once tactics have been chosen, we move on to the Picks and Bans phase. Each player alternates banning a champion from the pool. They'll have to choose wisely, as you can only ban 3 times. Also, unlike tactics, the champion pool is shared, so champions chosen as bans, attackers, and defenders this round will not be available in following rounds. From there, one player will choose an attacker first, and then the opponent will counter with a defender based on the remaining champions in the pool. Then, we repeat the process with the second player. Now, Player 1 and Player 2 will run a best of 3 rounds competition to decide the winner. And each player will have a chance to play against the other 2. And the best performance will be chosen from their series. So, Player 1 versus Player 2, Player 2 versus Player 3, and Player 3 versus Player 1. It's all very balanced, as all things should be. Now, in deciding the winner, we'll rank the players based on number of Series 1.
Amazing, I am so excited for this. Now let's meet our 3 finalists. Introducing first, he's the top player in the Americas region, fighting out of Texas, USA. It's Happy McMuffin.
I'm Happy McMuffins, I'm representing the Americas, and I'm fighting out of Texas.
Next up, he's the top summoner in our Asia and Oceania region, fighting out of Sydney, Australia. It's AngerDanger.
I'm AngerDanger, and I'm representing the Asia and Oceania region, and I'm fighting out of Norfolk, Australia.
And last, but not least, he's the top player from our Europe and Russia region, fighting out of Poland. It's SwatU.
I am SwatU. I am representing Europe and Russia. I am fighting out Ostrzeszów, Poland.
We'll start things off in the finals with Happy McMuffins versus SwatU, with SwatU choosing his tactic first. Over to you, Dave and John.
Okay. Flow, please.
Also Flow.
Here we are, we've got Flow and Flow. Looks like they're bringing in that American flair of picking the same tactics. 2 Flow, down Mojo goes. That, again, is never any surprise.
Scarlet Witch.
That's looking kind of more like an offensive play there. Scarlet Witch, get rid of that. Does not even want that as a choice. Definitely doesn't want to get poisoned. So my guess is he's going to choose someone who's
the champion.
Definitely vulnerable to poison.
Champion is, if you don't have the right RPG counter, really hard to get that guy down. He's not the hardest defender in the world to fight. He's not necessarily going to kill you, but he's not going to die. If you don't have someone to deal with his bust and is unstoppable, he's just going to be regenning forever.
Yep, and he's super, super unpredictable when it comes down to it. You never know, especially when you're down, when you're getting close to that time, you just got to get those hits in. That unstoppable can catch you if if you're not ready for it. So, Happy McMuffins here, down to band number 3. Dragon Man's gone, Thing is gone. These are all good picks for me. Those are tough defenders.
Yeah, Dormammu.
You went with Dormammu, huh? Okay.
Yeah, interesting. I think that's a good choice.
Warlock.
Ooh, goes for the Warlock. So I actually really like this pick because unless SwatU picks a bleed immune champion here, that willpower the defender will have through their masteries is going to end up giving him a ton of great control on this flow node.
Yeah.
Terax.
Oh, there you go. You finally got your Terax, man. I think
that is a great pick right there. He's bleed immune, and not only that, he's going to be immune to all of the power control coming out of Warlock's kit because Warlock is #metal.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
That is a great counter.
Void.
But yeah, okay, so he's got Void here. I mean, Mole Man, I think is a tougher matchup for him.
With Weapon X.
There you go. The Void Wolverine, Weapon X here. There it goes.
Yeah, it's Happy gets to see the other side of the matchup now.
Yeah,
I think
he does.
out of all of the semis, we did see Happy perform one of the best fights against Wolverine Weapon X with that Void.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. It was just borderline flawless, if not completely flawless.
So it looks like Warlock will not be able to apply any bleed effects to Terax. On top of that, he loses the ability to use any power drain abilities. How are you planning to take Terax down?
Well, I think the Collar Tech Mastery should help there. I know I'm not going to be able to really power control him too much with Warlock's own abilities, but I believe that Warlock is a control defender, control person on offense, and I should be able to take advantage of the attack tactic there to mitigate some of that power gain.
All right, y'all, this is it. This is the finals. Round 1, fight 1. Happy McMuffins playing as Warlock. Let's see what happens. I can't wait. Good luck.
That collar tech is super important at this point.
Yeah, I think the float attack tech is actually, like he was saying in the pre-fight there, going to be a really big help to him because he's going to be able to actually lower Terax's power gain rate with his parries. See, he's got a couple of them on there. And not being able to really deal with his power drain with Warlock Space Kit, that flow should help him out a ton.
Yeah, man, he's taking some pretty heavy block damage there as well. But looks like he's handling it. He's almost got the infections in there. He's at 14 right now. And he's got, of course, his great dexing ability here. Now he's stuck in the corner here, which is not really where you want to be with Terax.
Nope, definitely not. It's going to be eating these armor breaks too, which unfortunately Warlock being a robot means he does not get any willpower from those non-damaging debuffs. Yeah, just really tough fight. Just tons of damage coming out from Terax's rock field there. Almost might be a better idea to go for the special one. Yeah, he's got it this time. Just because he's going to be in that rock field for much less time. He's not going to get that free power gain from the special 2, which also equates to less time in the rock field, which...
he's got to make a move. Yeah, he's got...
There,
Ah, man. Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Cool, though.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
Happy McMuffins, an amazing job, 74%. Now, that was an uphill battle the entire time. You were backed into that corner the majority of that fight. How do you feel like you did?
Not great. I feel like I could have done a lot better there. I was trying to mitigate that power gain, but it was, it was pretty heavy. I wasn't really able to get myself out of that corner, and yeah, I felt like I could have did that fight a lot better.
All right, well, I mean, I think you did great. 74% is putting a lot of pressure on SwatU, who has a big hole to dig themselves out of. Now, SwatU, let's go to you next because you're the second fight coming up. We've seen this fight before many times in this tournament with Weapon X, and due to his massive amounts of regen, how are you going to be able to take him down this time?
This fight will be a huge surprise for me because I was trying in main game, but couldn't go below 100%. However, here I switched masteries to Despair and Resonate, and I am hoping that it will be enough to go below required HP.
All right, 74% is the percentage to beat. All eyes are on you. This is a big hill to climb, and into the finals. Good luck. Let's see how you do.
right? I think the regen is going to take it, absolutely.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's running that like massive bonus attack with Double Edge and Liquid Courage is definitely going to work out well for him. That's almost a necessity. Void is going to end up squeaking out more damage with that Resonate Mastery. It's another debuff for him to use for damage. But I don't think he's actually going to be out-damaging Wolverine's regen. So this is definitely going to be a war of attrition. And like you were just saying there, I totally agree with the pretty much necessity of needing to do the Special 3 instead of the Special 2.
Yep, absolutely. 'Cause right now, like, all the green numbers are bigger than every other color. It's actually looking like Christmas right now. Red and green, a little bit of white.
Christmas and Wolverine Weapon X is getting gifts all day. He's getting free regen all over.
I think the happy, instead of Happy McMuffins, it's Happy Holidays at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going for the Special 2 here, like he just did with that Dark Sting, is going to bite him in the butt a bit here. Having that Resonate Mastery as well, he is doing pretty good work. He's got a lot of time left on the clock. He can probably get under that 74% range. He's knocked a lot of his own health down here with the poison from Liquid Courage, as well as the damage from Recoil when he's doing that Special 2. Ooh, I was just about to say, if he gets clipped just a couple times, it's going to be a bad time for him, so...
Yep. He's got to stick to that SP3 at this point, I think. I think the sooner he realizes that, the better this fight is going to be for him.
Yeah, totally agree. I think, especially now after getting clipped there, he's under 50% health, so you know what, if he's got Courage Spect, I don't remember if he does, that will help him quite a bit with that bonus attack. But definitely going to, ooh, gets clipped there again. Probably get him to play a little bit more passive. No, still going for the Special 2.
Yeah, and he just took a huge hit to the face. Yeah, that is...
Oh, the Unstoppable,
Yeah, that was... You know, that happens so often, like, you take a few hits, and like, something goes off inside of you where you're just like, I'm gonna return that, I cannot take it, and then you just get clipped up, man.
Looks like that regen had the upper hand, like we've seen time and time again in this tournament. You hit 91%. Now it came to, I feel like, a fight of stamina, how long you could keep the fight going. What happened toward that middle end of the fight?
Well, I forgot about the unblockable. I think I messed up a few times in this fight. I can say one thing: emotions and stress. So probably something similar to what happened to Happy McMuffins and Warlock against Terax. But after all, he was better in first round.
All right, well, the first round does go to Happy McMuffins, but it's not over yet. The emotions are running high because this is the finals. Everything goes for this.
Stubborn.
Good to see him here on the Stubborn.
Stubborn as well.
All right, Stubborn times 2, man.
Yep, so we are seeing the I would say more traditional approach of just matching your opponent's tactics. I think this does make the draft a bit easier for the individual.
Man thing.
All right, so we see the Man Thing band out there first by Happy. That's a good band.
Sasquatch.
Oh, he went Sasquatch. Okay, he's also a tough one to get down.
Vision Arcus.
Vision Arcus. We see that a lot too.
Ellipse.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
He's a tough defender, especially on that boss node.
Magic.
Oh, okay. Now we got Magic. Okay, there it is.
I thought for sure that if Magic wasn't picked in the first round, she would have been taken out. I guess Happy here is definitely not going as hard for the tactics this time, and just taking out defenders he knows are going to be a problem. Yep,
absolutely.
It's an interesting strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the skill definitely, and he's just like, look, I rather handle a tactic that I know is consistent rather than a champion that I can't rely on, and I tend to agree with that.
Okay, let it be Dr. Doom.
But that does keep a lot of strong picks going into the third round here, as well as some potent defenders available for Happy and SwatU to pick here.
Yep.
Captain America Infinity War.
I don't think that Cap is the most amazing champ in the world in terms of just taking your opponent down and just hard countering something, but at the same time, he's not a character that anybody's gonna come in and just shut him down.
Abomination.
Oh, he goes for the Abomination. We've seen Abomination banned so many times.
Yep.
This is the first time we've finally seen it picked.
I'm gonna go with Havoc.
That's gotta be just a ticking time bomb of a fight.
Guillotine 2099.
It's a good pick.
Yep.
She will have that armor up the whole fight. Havoc is going to have a really hard time dealing damage. He's going to have to deal with that miss, so he's going to be landing heavy attacks.
Yep. It's going to definitely be an interesting one. We've seen them do magic tricks already as it is, so I'm definitely looking forward to that round too. That's looking pretty good.
Now, you're going to be fighting against Abomination, playing as Captain America Infinity War. Now, we can see tons of poison debuffs flying your way. What is your strategy to, get around this and deal with it?
Well, it will be a terrible matchup. To be honest, I should ban Abomination. I didn't do that, unfortunately. However, my strategy will be to do as many perfect blocks as possible. The best to build power to special 2. Dexing in wall, try to do heavy attack and then throw special and hope to get as many HP as possible.
All right, SwatU, hopefully you can use that shield and move on to the next round to win it in this first series. We'll find out. SwatU, good luck.
Happy took the first round, and this does not look like an easy fight for him.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Especially not with the Liquid Courage and the Double Edge. He's already got to be reducing healing from willpower from his base kit. Abomination stacking even more poisons, just going to make that even worse for him. I like the strategy here, just trying to block in the corner as much as he can to try and build up his power rather than hitting the Abomination and possibly getting the poisons. But there's just really not a lot of options here for him to... Essentially, he's playing against RNG.
Yep, but he's doing pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Yeah, and you know what? That Resonate Master here actually is going to help him out a ton if he's able to keep it up on A-bomb all the time. Ooh, got clipped though.
That's
good recovery.
okay,
Good recovery.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, the Resonate here, lowering Abomination's attack. If he unfortunately gets the poison, if the Resonate's on, it's definitely going to lower the damage quite a bit. But it's a really risky play here, man. Ooh,
oh, bad luck
parried.
on that. Holy smokes.
It's
The
parried.
parry on the heavy.
Yeah, the stand your ground.
unfortunate.
All right, we're going to switch things up. Back to Happy McMuffins. Havoc going against Guillotine 2099. Now, she's going to be activating Miss very often, and she'll be sitting up on an armor up for the entire fight, meaning Havoc will not be able to deal any damage with its plasma buildups. What's your game plan for this?
Well, I need to pretty much not let her throw any special ones, because if she does that, then I'm gonna get power gain. I'm gonna get power loss, and I'm gonna lose a lot of Havoc's charges. So I need to minimize how often she throws that special one, push her to the special 2, and get some heavy attacks in there to stop her from going into her phasing phase.
All eyes are on you for the finals. Let's see how you do. Good luck.
Let's see what happens here. Round 2. He's got pretty good command of the game. We've seen a lot of really great stuff from Happy McMuffins thus far, especially his wall play. So I think we're going to get a little bit of that here.
Yeah. I think he's actually got a really good opportunity as well with Havoc here to just play in the corner a ton and just kind of rely on that passive power gain and then punching Guillotine with heavies if she throws her own. Yeah, just like you did there. Going to be getting bonus damage with the feedback. Ooh, interesting. So he goes for the special one.
Yeah, he took a little bit of a health hit there, but I don't think that matters currently. Again, he's got to get to 73% or better. And with the knockdowns, he's going to be keeping her phasing down.
Ooh.
And there, again, you're seeing the mastery of his knockdown technique.
Yep.
So she, again, is not going to be phasing, and he's just staying there in the corner. Looks like he's baiting out those heavy attacks just so he can respond. Yep, with those heavies. Happy McMuffins is absolutely killing it here.
Oh, the spacing there, absolutely masterful. Yeah, really good actually there, going for the special one early on to get that bonus.
Oh, look at that wall play right there.
Yeah, this guy, he's a master.
He's building up prowess here. He gets to that SP3, he's gonna do a ton of damage here.
Yeah.
Bam,
and you know
right
what? He's already at the max prowess he can get from the heavy attack now, so he can safely do the heavy attack. Not a care in the world. Yeah. This is
Do
huge havoc damage. Oh yeah.
There it is. 50%, and he's safe right here. Bam, he doesn't have to do anything, gets the knockdown right there. He's got his spacing down pat. He doesn't even have to worry about it. He's not even dexing. Super cool at this point. He's not even, no emotions, just playing. When you talk to him, he doesn't have emotion either. He's just like, nah, I'm just doing this. I'm going stone cold.
He's a stone cold killer here for sure.
Happy McMuffins, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, that fight it's doable to solo that fight. In Alliance War, that would have still lost. That still would have counted as a death. So it wasn't perfect, but once I got down to the point that I needed to get down, I figured like I just toss a special 3 and try to do as much as I can. But she's got some block penetration, so I was taking a lot of block damage. But yeah, feeling good about that.
Happy McMuffins takes Series 1 for the Americas region, but SwatU is not done just yet. We'll see how he plays out in Series 2 to see if he continues on.
AngerDanger versus SwatU, EU versus Australia.
I want to pick Flow.
Flow as well.
Yep. All right, we've got some of your favorites going on here. We've got Double Flow.
I want to ban Void.
AngerDanger picking Void. And we have Terax here, which should be right up your alley, man.
Yeah, I love to see SwatU putting more onus on the Terax this time around.
Yep, Mojo's coming in on the second round of bans here. Usually he's one of the first, but AngerDanger seems to have a plan here. Doesn't want Void, doesn't want Mole Man.
Apocalypse.
And does not want Apocalypse. In there, so it looks like he's got himself an offensive plan. Doesn't really look like he's trying to keep anyone out of his way.
Let it be Guardian.
The AngerDanger's got to go up against Guardian. Guardian is a natural for Flow.
Gonna go Abomination.
Okay, Abomination.
And
Interesting.
I choose Quake.
He's going Quake again?
Madman. It worked for him last time.
Killmonger.
Killmonger, that's it. Yeah, you're giving him power. You're only going to be able to Quake 1 or 2 times max, and he's going to build the power up. So,
Now we have Guardian going up against Abomination, SwatU's first fight in this series. Now Guardian does not have any means to deal with Abomination's poison. How do you plan on getting through this, SwatU?
Well, Abomination again, 2 times the same mistake. However, I think I will build as many, how it's called, I don't remember, charges on Guardian, and also try to build 2 special too, and see how many HP I will be able to take.
Alright, well good luck. Let's see if you can fare against Abomination better than the last time. Let us see this match. Series 2, Fight 1 starts now.
He's going to have to probably go with the very similar strategy that he went with Captain America Infinity War. He's going to have to get those reparries in. But one of his... he took a couple hits there. One point that he really needs to hit home is to be able to parry those specials and build up his power that way. Because just standing there and eating hits isn't going to do well for Guardian. You got to use his strengths here.
Yeah, Saving Grace here definitely is Guardian's massive armor and block proficiency, going to minimize a lot of that damage coming in from Abomination. Ooh, very unlucky. Yeah, just trying to rush to a special here and catching some poisons. That is going to be enough to end the fight, most likely.
Yep, and it's done. Yep.
Next, we're going to go to AngerDanger next in this round. Now, AngerDanger, you're going to be playing as Quake going against Killmonger. Now, Killmonger is going to be constantly gaining power whenever you try and use Quake's regular gameplay loop. How are you going to play out this match?
So you can Quake him if you can shut down his Vibranium armor. So at the start of the fight, I have to activate it and then get it on cooldown. And if that works, then I can Quake him normally.
All right, AngerDanger, looks like eyes are on you to beat 83%. Good luck, and let's see how you Quake this matchup.
All right, here we've got that Vibranium timer up there. And basically he has to wait for that timer to shut down, boom, and then he goes right into quaking. So you can see that little icon up there for the concussion, the red icon, and he has to make sure that that is running while the reset happens, and he landed it. He landed it right there, and that actually takes some skill to actually time that right, because you want to either do multiple heavies in a row, or you're doing your evade mixed with dexterity. So the fact that he was able to do that many in a row just to make sure that he got it down is already masterful gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just regular old Quake gameplay. Really not much more that's going to happen in the fight as long as he's able to hold the right side of the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just the way Quake plays. It's a very interactive gameplay you can see here. He is a master of holding the right side of the screen. As long as his thumbs don't fall off, he should have this one in the bag.
John is so salty. Yeah, let me explain something to you. John does not have a Quake, so there's a lots of salty moments happening here. He's not just holding the right-hand side of the screen.
I know, yeah, you gotta swipe on the left side of the screen too. That's my beat. It's my beat. But hey, on the beauty of it, he's got to swipe on the left side of the screen, but he doesn't have to deal with his reverberation or any power or the stun immune. He gets to do damage for free. I think it's a pretty good trade-off in terms of just having to learn how to hold the right side of the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So just the fact, most Quake players that try to do this end up filling up Killmonger's power bar. They get buried, but he's figured out how to shut down that reverberation, and that's it. So this is a wrap. I mean, 83% is long gone. This match is his.
Oh, yeah, this is in the bag. He is very much in a good spot here. 15 aftershock charges, 16, 18 there. That's going to be some huge damage. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. Yeah, I mean, you might as well too, right?
Yep. You want a KO on your side when it comes down to tiebreakers.
Yep. Yeah, and there's really no reason not to. He's not going to have to change anything up here. He can just continue playing the same way, and it's just in the bag. If anything, the fight would just be going faster. So.
Well, so you have a few things here that you want to take notice of his Quake gameplay. He rarely ever has any follow-up dexes after he finishes a combo. He's very cognizant of how Killmonger's combos work. He's got a really great master on that whole Quake style. So let's go talk to him.
But AngerDanger, amazing done. That was masterful performance. How are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. My hands were shaking a bit, but yeah, I was able to do it. It was good.
All right, here we are. Indeed, AngerDanger takes round 1 in Series 2.
Get into the second round here.
Stubborn.
I choose stubborn as well.
All right, we got ourselves 2 stubborns,
Warlock.
and we've already got
Havoc.
Warlock out of the way. Havoc's out of the way.
Black Widow, Clairvoyant.
Interesting
Black
ban with the
Widow.
clairvoyant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
Is it-
expected that during flow. Not so much during. Maybe he's just banning her out because he doesn't
thing.
want her to
Her
be
used.
played as an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. The man thing ban. That's a great ban right there.
Sasquatch.
Dormammu. I choose Nick Fury.
Cable.
Yeah, he's gonna pick the cable here. Yeah, I think the cable's okay. Yeah, the Nick Fury and the Quake, both really, really like volatile, aggressive picks that can just completely fall on their face if you have the know-how to pick the right defender. And I think he got away with it a bit in the regional semis. But now that you're in the finals, this is the best of the best now from each region here. These guys are not gonna let you just get away with that.
Yep, I agree.
I'll go with Magic.
Magic?
Went with Magic as a...
Interesting. So, I can see that being annoying. Doom might be able to just loop special ones and try to keep her under power. She'll definitely get at least 1 bar of power.
Now we're going to stick with AngerDanger in our next round of fights. AngerDanger is choosing Nick Fury to go against Cable. Now in this match, every time you bleed Cable, you will be taking some fairly large degen damage. Will you avoid Nick's bleeds or lean into it and just try to max out that damage?
Well, I'm pretty sure Cable's degen does less damage the more power you have, so I'm gonna try to build to full power just with no bleeds, and then once I get full power, I'll start using the bleeds.
All right, let's see if AngerDanger to continue to put the pressure on SwatU in this series. Let's find out.
He's into the matchup here.
Yeah, we are in the matchup here. He's focusing on wall play here, so he's going for banks, and only focusing on the first 3 light attacks, which is about all he can do so that he does not get that degen damage. So, took a really hard hit there. Mistimed, but he's fine. He's fine.
As Nick Fury, not the end of the world. He does have his LMD there, and he can just keep playing with that. Probably hoping to get the special 2 out of Cable here. I would be interested to see him throw a special 1 here. The attack charges aren't really going to help Nick too much, but they will put that disorient on Cable, which will make sure he's not going to be getting, as it just popped up there, the power flood or the regen from Cable. So, yeah, it looks like he's just going to go for the special 3 for the raw damage, though.
Yep. It's almost as if, though, it might work for him to get down into his LMD just for the extra damage.
Yeah, you see him now going for that light 4, and I think that's definitely the play to make. He's actually not taking that much damage from the degen because Cable's degen scales with how much power the opponent has. So having that max power, he can actually just sit on this for the rest of the fight, and the degen damage from Cable will be pretty minimal.
Yep, that is a great strategy play. I didn't think about that at first, but yeah, that degen damage is not doing much of anything there.
Yep. I think, yeah, I would almost just like eat a combo here and try to get to that LMD with Nick Fury now, just to get through the fight a little bit faster. Albeit not super necessary. He can save it and tank a special 3, which is probably the smart thing to do in all honesty. But yeah, he's doing good work. Good light intercept there. Yeah.
All he has to do is finish the fight, because the next fight here is Dr. Doom up against Magic, and he's going to end up taking damage. Like, even though he does have the energy resistance and mastery, I don't know, if he finishes the fight, it's going to put a lot of pressure on SwatU, because that will eliminate him out of the competition completely. So he's going to have a ton of pressure on him.
Yeah, fight like this is definitely going to be making SwatU quake a little bit here in his boots.
Well, that was the last fight.
Yeah, maybe could have chosen a better counter against the quake to try and not have himself in this situation. I do think maybe if he chose the Elsa instead of the cable here, he probably would have had this round in the bag. Yeah,
it comes down to picks and bans, man.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, yeah, picks and ban is a huge part here, but, yeah, he's in the LMP mode now. So he's going to do a ton of damage, just going to tear through this fight. Almost in that assassin's range now. Yeah, ooh, gets clipped there, but really not the end of the world.
Yep, nope, but it's the end of Cable.
Yeah, this is definitely the end of Cable's world.
Yep, time to switch to Satellite.
All right, all eyes are on SwatU right here for this next fight. He needs to get a KO, and then if he does, it is hits received to do the tiebreaker from there. Now, he is playing as Dr. Doom, going against Magic. Now, Magic's going to be doing a ton of damage with Limbo. Do you think Doom's power control will be enough to let you play around it?
It will be very tough. To be honest, I would like to use this time also to congratulate AngerDanger. These fights he played were very, very amazing. So really heads off. But back to my fight, we will see. I will try to do my best.
Awesome, awesome. We'll see what happens. Here we go. All eyes are on SwatU.
Dr. Doom versus Magic. Really tough matchup for SwatU here.
Yep, and he can't take advantage of those shots because it is stun immune, so he's not going to be able to do those heavy attacks. And he did just take some limbo damage right there. But he goes in with that SP1. Let's see if he knows that strategy.
Yeah, like you mentioned there, can't really take advantage of the shock to get the heavy attacks in, but what he can do here is just keep looping his special one and trying to keep the Magic under a bar of power here. It's really the only way he'll be able to get through this fight. Fortunately, having the recoil mastery means he's probably going to end up doing more damage to himself than her. Ooh, very unlucky there. Yeah, he also... she got over a bar of power there and procced her limbo, which means he just lost about another like 40% of his health off of getting hit there. It's just outside of the hits. I think that's about gonna wrap it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Missed timing the special one, not getting the refresh of the aura there as well. Yeah, not a lot you can do in this fight. Really, really tough one. Good draft on AngerDanger's part for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Amazing job, 80%. I mean, it was a hard match to come from, especially after AngerDanger got 2 knockouts in a row. To get to these finals right here and to do what you've done in the Europe and Russia region is not easy at all, and you've shown that you are the top summoner in that region. You got to the finals, you got this far, so congratulations on doing that and being one of the top 3 in the world for Marvel Contest of Champions. With that, how was this entire journey and that last match for you?
Thank you. Well, I must say, firstly, congratulations to AngerDanger. I will have my fingers crossed for both finalists and can't wait for seeing how they compete. But for me, it was for sure amazing journey, very nice experience. At the end, I think I lost in picks and bans. I was thinking that I am prepared, but my rivals were way better. But this is not any shame to lose to such players. I will play MCOC and hope that next year we'll be able to compete again, and then I will be better prepared.
Amazing sportsmanship. You love to see it. Amazing job getting this far in the finals. Let's move on to Series 3 and see who takes home the trophy!
I choose Flow.
Oh, I also choose Flow.
And here we are with the twin flows here.
I think it's pretty interesting that so far, in all of the finals matches, we have seen Flo as the first pick on both sides. Yeah, it's super interesting too because it's fairly contradictory to what we see in high tier alliance war, which I would say like 90% plus of all alliances right now are picking that stubborn tactic that is the most paramount tactic by a massive margin. But in the finals here, the highest tier of play we've got, everybody is picking Flo first as seemingly the biggest threat.
Yeah, I agree, and I think maybe that has to do with the player pool as to who you're going to choose to handle it. 'Cause I feel like it's a smaller pool than going up against Stubborn.
Okay,
Stubborn
I
definitely has a bigger pool of
Guillotine
champions,
2099.
as well as going up against Protect. That's literally just large and extra large, and there's a huge pool there. So having a focus pool and Flo just knock that out. I think both players agree that that's the best way to go forward.
Yeah, I agree. I think Flo is so paramount, and I think you definitely hit the nail on the head there with it. It does have like a smaller pool of champions that are very effective on it. So going for it early, you're going to see a lot better results.
Yep, absolutely. So here we have Guillotine 2099 is out. Apocalypse is out. For Flo, which is interesting, Dormammu is out, and Mole Man is out by AngerDanger once again. Do you think he has another Quake up his sleeve here?
I hope he doesn't go for the Quake again. Because it's obviously she's an amazing character, but if you just pick the right attacker or right defender, to counter that Quake, there's not a lot of options you have for it. And we've seen the exact same bans from AngerDanger that we saw in the matchup against SwatU here. So everything leads to me thinking he's gonna pick Quake.
Warlock.
Vision Arcus.
Vision Arcus, a great counter to Warlock there. Warlock, a robot, if you're not careful, and you get that armor shatter on you from the Vision Arcus. It's going to be a bad time.
He goes Quake again! He does it again! He does it again!
You see a happy smile there?
He is. He's like, alright, let me just look through this right here.
Ghost.
Oh, that is such a good counter. That is such a good counter. Wow. Every time Quake is going to evade, Ghost will get her guaranteed critical strike, which means Quake can no longer evade.
We have Happy McMuffins representing the Americas region versus AngerDanger for the Asian Oceania region. Two huge masterful summoners are left to see who will go home with the Isosphere trophy. Oh my goodness. We will start with Happy McMuffins playing as Warlock going against Arcus. Now when you're fighting into Arcus here, you will have all of your power drain effects greatly reduced during the entire fight. What special do you think will best equip you to take this win in this fight?
Well, I'm hoping that since Arcus isn't a flow defender, that I should be able to keep his power in check and go for the special twos to do as much damage as possible. And I'm going to try to get Warlock's infection going and get some bleeds on him to try to keep his power reduced throughout the fight.
This is it, y'all. This is what we've been working toward all this time. Both players from their top of their regions are coming together to see who wins. Let's see if Happy McMuffins can set the bar high. Woo! This is what we are here for. This is what we are here to watch. Good luck, Happy McMuffins. Let's see how you do.
Warlock being Cold Snap immune is going to help him a ton dealing with Arcus's defensive threat here. Obviously, he wants to keep that armor break as often as he can, but yeah, going in right away, getting that heavy counter right off the bat, really good play on Happy's part. Just probably going to be looking for that as often as he can to keep the debuff on Arcus to get willpower going and to power drain, do degen damage. Yeah, keep him flow up as well. Really, really good play so far.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's trying to counter here. He's trying to do his reparries as much as possible to try to get to the infection. Because every time Arcus is building up those buffs, he's reducing those charges. So right now, as you can see, he's right back down to 4, but he does have 2 infections on him. And Arcus is not building up any more buffs right now. So
Wow,
that was
he just fully dexed it.
He did. That's a hard special to dex, dude.
Yeah, that is not an easy feat at all. Wow, that I've personally never done that before. I know it's possible, but in a situation like this, high stakes environment, I would not be doing that myself.
Yeah, he knows, the play. He knows his stuff. Yeah, block and then dex. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a
You
great
almost
spot.
have to anticipate it to be able to do that, and he anticipated. He got it. He got the full dex. I mean, it's very obvious he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's got a mastership over this fight. It looks like he's going to get the KO here, and AngerDanger is going to have to come up real big.
Yeah, dude. Oh no!
Oh, he missed times.
Ooh, he gets punished. Oh no! Okay, it's winnable. It's winnable. Takes a couple hits here there, which could be crucial in the tiebreaker. Hopefully keeps his composure here. Still no threat from Arcus here, so as long as he plays well, get the heavy punish here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be huge damage now.
Yep, absolutely right.
Yeah.
Bam, boom, boom,
Nice.
and done.
Woo!
We love to see the KOs. We absolutely love to see them. And this series, we need to see more of them in order for you to go home with the win. Happy McMuffins, my goodness, that was simply incredible. There was a dex that you did of SP2, and John mentioned that he's never really seen or even done that before, especially in a high-stakes environment like this. Being able to do that, how did you manage to pull that off?
Yeah, I was able to dex the special 2. It probably wasn't the smartest move to go for it, but I ended up getting hit later on in that fight anyway. But yeah, I was a little too early on that during that special 2, a little too late on that, so I got hit. But yeah, I was able to take the fight down. I wish I wouldn't have gotten hit though, because that fight was very doable without getting hit.
Absolutely. It could come down to hits received, so hopefully that missed time of that special 2 does not come back to haunt you. But again, a KO is a beautiful KO. We love to see it. Now the pressure is on AngerDanger to see if he can also get a KO in this, and then it becomes down to hits received. We have Quake going up against Ghost. Now Ghost is a fairly weak defender, but has some very strong counters against Quake specifically. How do you think this fight will fare?
I think flow is going to be the main problem, to be honest. I think it's doable without getting hit, but I need to control power, because flow is going to be really annoying.
All right, AngerDanger, you need to not only get a knockout, but take less than 3 hits. The unthinkable, let's see if it's possible. Good luck.
Very nice intercept right at the beginning of the match. So what I'm thinking is he's going to be trying to maximize his heavy attacks here, which he did right there. But he's also got some mastery on the spacing here on the special attack while building his heavies and using his special attacks as a buffer. Are we gonna see a skill show here? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a really great job with the spacing here. Ghost having some really easy to deal with specials, especially if you learn that spacing. This is something I see people do with Captain Marvel movie all the time as well, where you want to get those heavy attacks in as often as you can. So learning the exact distance the opponent will go and just playing off that, it's going to give you some really good opportunities to get that bonus damage in.
Absolutely. This is another one of those skill shows, dude. Like, and he's been surprising me with Quake throughout this entire match, and has found a way to continually use her abilities to, in contrast to what everyone says is possible. So this is some really great stuff here that we're watching.
Yeah, he's set up pretty good here to just get through this whole fight. Quake not having enough, or just not having enough reach on her specials here to really close the gap there is just gonna let him continually go off.
No!
Ooh, eats a big heavy there.
Heavy attack there. Yeah, I thought he would have been able to X out of the way there, but looks like he's gonna have to come up strong here. But he does have an SP2 in the chamber, so well, not yet. He's about to. There it is.
So I'm actually curious here if he were to be able to get that long concussion onto Ghost there after the aftershock times out. Maybe the ability accuracy reduction there will actually make it so Ghost doesn't even get her bonus crit, canceling the evades. So he might have been able to just do the regular Quake gameplay for most of this, but I really like this strategy he's gone through as well.
Oh, absolutely. And he has an SP3 locked in, which is going to give him a good amount of charges right off the bat. And if he does it right, yep, he's going to do it right before it finishes. I knew that's what was going to happen. This is going to give him extra damage as soon as it expires. And this is done.
Yeah, very, very close.
Oh, man. Yeah, he got hit twice. Yeah.
Oh my God! He needed the KO, he got the KO. He needed to get under 3 hits, he got 2 hits. AngerDanger takes this first round. What? We're on the edge of our seats the entire time. You love to see it. This puts the pressure onto Happy McMuffins. Moving on to the next round. AngerDanger, you got 2 hits in the middle of that match, and for a second I thought you were gonna lose it. I thought you were about to shift, but you didn't. You got back on track. How do you feel?
Dude, that was scary. I evaded him because of my concussion, and I didn't expect it. It threw me off, and then he threw that heavy. But man, that was close.
Ooh, you knew the spacing perfectly. As soon as Ghost landed, you knew exactly where to be, exactly where to hit. Wonderful job, beautiful, masterful work.
Stubborn.
I choose Stubborn.
So Happy McMuffin's in here with his tactics. Got Stubborn on the board here, as well as AngerDanger, which means Protect is last.
Man thing.
Abomination.
First bands coming in here, Man Thing and Abomination. And those are great picks, getting rid of Poison right off the bat, and
Dragon
tough
Man.
defenders. So, band number 2 here, what are you thinking? Stubborn.
Yeah, Dragon Man. I think, so just looking at the way the drafts have gone so far in the finals, I'm looking
Weapon
for
X?
the Human Torch band. Yeah, the Weapon X band there is another great option. Getting out those characters where you just kind of get an unwinnable matchup. Havoc, another good example. Maybe we see Happy go for the pick with one of these ones again. I really love SwatU's pick of Thing, so I'm very interested to see what the strategy here is. I think Doom and Korg and a couple other of those very strong Stubborn defenders are still on the board, but none of them are going to put you in a situation where the match becomes unwinnable. Interesting bands here, Magic and Havoc.
I choose Human Torch.
Okay, Human Torch.
Yep, Human Torch.
Who do you think here?
Bishop.
Bishop. Yep, that was another one I was about to say there too. Is yeah, he's just going to be gaining power really fast.
That is a great counter. All right, Happy McMuffin's attacker here.
Cap Infinity War.
Captain America Infinity War.
I'm thinking the MODOK, maybe a Sasquatch. There's some good potential here for a lot of them. Terex is still up as well.
I choose Electro.
The Electro is going to be really tough to deal with. If he's savvy, the way he can play this is he can just parry to try and generate power, and then try to just use the special one as much as he can, because he won't take reflective damage from that special one.
Yep.
All right, AngerDanger, you are starting off this next round, round 2 in Series 3. So let's see if you can continue this masterful work, continuing setting that bar high. Now you will be playing as Human Torch going up against Bishop. Now in this fight you will be doing almost entirely energy damage to Bishop. This is going to give him a ton of prowess and power. Do you think you'll be able to manage Bishop's stacking power?
Not really. I think I'm kind of doomed here. Yeah, I don't think it's a very good matchup. Even if I can just bait specials for the entire fight, he has so much energy resist. Yeah, it might be better to just push it to like overload him so that he just degenerates himself and hope he doesn't throw that special 3. But yeah, not looking forward to this fight.
Pressure's high, emotions are high. We will see what happens in the second round. AngerDanger, good luck. Let's see how you do.
All right, so I mean, I don't really know what he can do here. He's going to be building up Bishop's charges like crazy. So I think really the only thing he can do is force him to block, hit into the block, but then he's going to be healing the whole time. This is kind of a this is a rough one, man.
I think
and he takes the hit.
Yeah, I think actually forcing him to heal here is not a bad idea if he's able to keep some of those charges on him, some of those Nova Incinerates, because he will be able to reverse the healing. But yeah, it's about as well as it could have gone.
We're going to switch it over to Happy McMuffins for fight number 2 in round number 2 of Series 3. Now, you will be Captain America versus Electro. Now, you're playing as Captain America Infinity War, and fighting into Electro, you'll be taking tons of Thorns damage back. How do you manage to mitigate this with Captain America Infinity War?
Well, my plan is to try to build up power through blocking and maybe the occasional heavy attack, but I'm going to be taking a lot of damage through that and try to rely mainly on the special ones and deep wounds and try to get them down that way.
Good luck, Happy McMuffins. Let's see if you can tie this series up.
Yeah, this should be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's I think he can even get it just by hitting into block. At this point.
Yeah, I think he could do it into block. I think Electro still reflects damage into block, but it would be significantly less. I honestly think if he just does one heavy attack here and gets a crit on either of the hits, yeah, he even just no crits there. He's got it. He's got the enough of the special one cancels into it. Yeah, that's just curtains.
Yep, that's done. That's done. Oh, he takes the hit there, gets the clip.
Happy actually got really lucky there too with the FU1. The hit that did clip him actually glanced, so no shock coming up for him. Yeah, no stun coming out after the shock, and less damage. Captain America just a defensive beast. Yeah, he's still going for that strategy of just blocking as many hits as he can, landing the parries. Look, he's got 29 destructible charges there. Ooh, huge heavy. Yeah, go for another heavy into special 1 here. Masterful play.
Yep, there it is. Oh, he can't do another one of those, though. I mean, the next few hits here are going to take him out, so he's going to have to make it count. Bait out a heavy and return with your own.
Yeah, I mean, not much more he could have done in that situation. Pretty much any time he touches Electro at the end, it's just going to be the end of Cap, but obviously did more than enough damage.
Happy McMuffins takes round 2, meaning we're going to a tiebreaker. 30% of the opponent's health remaining. Wonderful job. It seemed like all you really needed was a small, heavy combo or a light combo in that regard, and you had it. Happy McMuffins, I mean, how did you feel in that?
Yeah, I think that went pretty well. I took a few hits, though, and I didn't get the fight down. I think if I played it maybe a little slower and a little bit more safe, I probably could have got that fight down all the way, but it's enough to get to the next round, so that's really all that matters, I guess.
Exactly. It is enough to get to the next round, and this is the round to see who will be going home with the Iososphere Trophy. I cannot wait to see what happens. We're going to stick with Happy McMuffins in this next round, round 3. This is the fight.
Here we are down to the wire, to the limit, to the wall. And both summoners will be playing with the Protect tactic. Let's see who they choose.
I'll ban Magneto.
Good ban. That is a good ban, definitely.
MODOK.
The MODOK ban here, I agree with that. Not a lot of options for you to deal with it, especially with the Magneto ban. I think Magneto is actually one of the best options for dealing with the MODOK here because he will just ignore his auto block. Having that Magneto banned out, MODOK is going to be a nasty defender.
Korg.
Yeah, the Korg ban is solid there. We still have Hyperion and Hulkbuster. I would really, the Terex ban there. I love the Terex ban. I want him out of here. That guy is tough to deal with. I think Doom is still on the table here too.
Morningstar.
Yeah, totally agree.
Red Hulk.
Red Hulk again.
Red Hulk,
so
okay.
Yeah, this is what we saw Happy go for last time. That is a tough defender to counter here. He will be able to ignore any poison or incinerate damage coming in, and he deals a ton of damage himself. If you find yourself in a sticky situation, you can use the special 2 to get that regen. It's pretty good all around. Champion. Yeah. So we saw this matchup in the Asia Oceania semifinals. I believe it was Apto piloting the Red Hulk there. Yeah.
All right, got Guardian here.
Yes.
Let's see if Happy McMuffins goes Doom. I think he's baiting him. He's gonna go Doom.
Yeah.
He's gonna go Doom.
Spider-Gwen?
Spider-Gwen.
She's gonna be evading a ton.
Yep, she's gonna be evading a ton. He's not gonna be able to get that the big payoff. That takes a long time to build. Going through SP3s, and then you do that one big payoff. And if you can't land it, I mean, she can even evade out of a heavy attack, so it's not like you can bait a heavy and hit into it.
It is going to be Red Hulk versus the Champion. Now, the Champion can be a massive problem in long fights with his regen, and unstoppable. Red Hulk hasn't got a very good way to deal with either of these problems. What's your strategy going in?
To do as much damage as I can. It's going to be tough because at a certain point he's going to start regenning and he's going to start going unstoppable all the time, and I don't have a counter to that, so there's not a whole lot I can do about that, but we'll see how it goes.
Edge of our seats. Let's see how it's going to play out. Happy McMuffins, good luck.
All right, that block penetration is pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty. So, I don't know. He's going to have to really brush up on those intercepts, but then at the same time, you never know when that unstoppable is going to show up. I mean, you get a small indicator. But
it's a consistent timer. If you've got a lot of experience fighting the Champion, you can kind of keep it in the back of your head and try to play around it. But it's by no means an easy one. And the regen he gets during that too. Right, so far he's done a really good job of playing really aggressive, getting a ton of hits in to actually be able to keep Champion below 2 persistent charges when he's going to start getting that. Yeah, I can see unstoppable here, but this is where the fight's going to start getting a bit out of hand. Now that he is able to get above the 1 charge, now every time he's proccing this Fury on the timer, he's going to get the unstoppable and the healing. I really think, going for the SP1, it will give you more hits, but I think he's got to try and maybe just go for the special 3 and get the incinerate damage.
I agree.
Yep, the regen is actually just going to keep getting worse and worse here as well. It's actually...
It's based on how much damage he's taken throughout the fight, so... Yeah, it's just going to keep getting stronger. Yep. He's just going to have to hold on and try to do the fight the best that he can. At this point, it doesn't look like he's doing enough net damage here, and that, oh man, those block hits are hurting bad.
Yeah, the block hits are hurting really bad, and he's actually at the point now where he's netting losing damage on these. Yep, this is just kind of what happens. I feel like he's really, really good at punishing everything the champion's got. Doing a really good job of getting champion to the SP2. Oh, going for the blocks there.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, not actually bad at it. Yeah, I think he actually did that intentionally.
Woo! Oh my gosh, just one hit received. That regen of the champion just kept on coming back. My question to you, Happy McMuffins, did you purposely take that hit at the end before that regen got even higher?
Yeah, it was just going to keep getting worse, and I felt like I was just going to be going backwards on his health, so I felt like the best thing to do there was to try to end the fight and not take as little hits as possible to end that fight. But yeah, I don't know. That fight without a counter, without any kind of way to mitigate that regen or stop his unstoppables, it's pretty rough.
That is definitely a difficult fight to do. As you saw, you did wonderful job with it, hitting him down to 53.7% with one hit received. Now all eyes are on AngerDanger to see if he can take home the trophy. We have Guardian versus Spider-Gwen. Now, Spider-Gwen is the queen of evade. Guardian doesn't have any way to deal with her massive evade chance, especially when she's on a stun immune mode. Do you have any special strategy to get around her evade?
Not really. It's just about hoping she doesn't evade that massive special 2. But if she doesn't, then I think it's over. I think I win.
Who will be the winner in Marvel Contest of Champions Summoner Showdown 2020? Is it going to be Happy McMuffins in the Americas region, or is it going to be AngerDanger in the Asian Oceania region? We will find out right now with this fight. Good luck, AngerDanger.
Getting into the fight here, Spider-Gwen versus Guardian.
Yep, he's going for those parries and re-parries. Gotta love that block proficiency, the perfect block, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for perfect blocks on his special attacks to build up his power meter.
Yeah. And
he is going for it, but I think he missed it there. Very smart play here, not finishing out the 5-hit combos, keeping it safe, and making sure you don't get countered.
Yeah, and even here, if he ends up eating a heavy attack or something along those lines, not the end of the world, as Spider-Gwen's going to put a really long duration slow on you, so unless she ends up critting on it. Yeah.
Very nice, well-timed blocks there. One of my favorite things to do with Guardian is to get those parries, especially on specials. Building up that power meter is so satisfying.
Oh yeah, for sure. Kappa W as well, one of my favorite strats for that. Just parry all those, get those extra debuffs on the opponent. It's a special 3 in here. This should be a pretty respectable amount of damage, especially considering he had that 2 points in recoil, which is not something you regularly run, but it is going to give him some great bonus special damage here.
Yep, absolutely. And here, the special 2 isn't very difficult to dex here, and he's already got the SP1 down pat, so that's one that kind of tricks people up a little bit just by the animation of it. But he's not playing any games, he's not taking any hits here, and he's already at 79 here, so he still has a little bit to go. About 25% left to get in the realm of winning.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. Oh, there he gets both of them, building up that power meter. I think he's going to go for the SP2, honestly.
You know
I think he's going to go for it.
Yeah, the thing that might catch him up here, though, is if he keeps going for these combos after the first evade, he might end up getting parried. And if that happens, that could be curtains. That could be a ton of damage. Spider-Gwen at her 5 charges now.
Yep.
Yeah, gets the block.
Yep, I knew it. I knew he was going to go for it. He's like, dude, can I just get lucky here?
Yeah, now that Spider-Gwen's up to that 5 charges, not having a way to counter her evade, she's just constantly evading here. You can see that almost every other hit now, just always evading. Yeah, the big thing here will just be if he's able to get her below the threshold that Happy McMuffins was able to, which he's getting very close to now. Only a couple more percent. I think if he had actually gone for the special 3, this fight would already be wrapped up.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go for another special too. Yes, he
Oh,
gets
he
it.
gets it! He gets it!
He gets it. I knew he was going for it. That is pretty crazy. He relied on RNG there. That's gutsy, dude. That is really, really gutsy when you have all that hanging in the balance. She could have evaded that and then countered, and he was totally okay with that.
Not only that, if she did evade it, he has consumed his armor break or his armor up, which means any of chances he has for auto block is gone. But yeah.
And that is a wrap. He did it again. He got another knockout. You can see it in his face. He's got that big smile. He knows he has it. He is our 2020 Summoner Showdown champion.
Oh my goodness! Of course, AngerDanger ends it with a KO. How could he not after what we've seen throughout this entire beautiful series? Oh my gosh, congratulations! You are the winner of Marvel Contest of Champions Summoner Showdown 2020. So super gutsy using those special twos. Were you not afraid that she might evade it?
Yeah, pretty sure it's like a 35% chance, maybe more, that she evades it. So it's pretty risky, but I mean, 70-something% chance or 60-something% chance she doesn't. So odds are
Which
in
is
my
high,
favor.
which is good. You also went in after that. Were you not afraid of her parries after from those hits?
Not really. I've fought debuff immune or stun immune evade before, and I never really get parried. So yeah.
Right. Happy McMuffins, congratulations for getting this far in the finals, representing the Americas region. It is not easy to get to the top 3 of the world, so congratulations on that. How was this entire journey been for you?
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well. I think my Warlock versus Vision Arcus fight, that special 2 into the block, really cost me. But congrats to AngerDanger. He did a great job. He's a great player. But yeah, I think all in all, I'm happy to get to where I am.
Dave, John, do you have any questions for the champion?
Oh man, he's gonna have to figure out how to answer all those people that are coming after him. Like, dude, that was masterful gameplay. Where can I learn to play like you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Where's that jar?
No, but no, I think you have shown the world that you have not only skill, strategy, but also you know how to adapt to your situations, using characters in ways that other people maybe haven't thought of. There's gonna be a lot of people watching this and saying, dude, I learned a lot. I learned a lot watching this. Not only from AngerDanger, but from everybody playing here, because we saw some amazing fights.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think every contestant that came through this show and this series learned from each other, especially with that picks and bans. It had you to be so creative with which champion you're going to utilize, and how you're going to utilize them against other champions that maybe you're not even used to or know much about. So I think we saw some amazing work and some masterful performances. John, any closing remarks?
I was gonna say, yeah, congratulations, AngerDanger. You played like an absolute madman. I loved seeing the way that you dealt with Ghost with Quake. That's a super tough matchup. Very creative way to play around it. I think overall, like everybody here, we could have asked for a better finals. We got down to the last series, the last round, the last fight, just winning by inches. Absolutely awesome to watch. And yeah, even with the draft, I love seeing how the draft evolved from the semis even to the finals. Seeing the players here just learn how to maximize their picks and bans. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Well, there you have it, folks. AngerDanger battled through the in-game qualifiers, beating out thousands of competitors. He skillfully advanced to the semifinals in his respective region, and now he took the top spot in the finals, making him the 2020 Summoner Showdown champion. Congrats to AngerDanger, as he will be taking home the ISO Sphere Trophy, and congrats to Happy McMuffins and SwatU for putting up a fight and getting this far. Amazing, amazing job, everybody. From Dorky Diggity Dave, Kabam John, and myself, thank you so much for tuning in and following this journey of the 2020 Summoner Showdown tournament. We'll see you next time in the contest.